Perfect. So could you just start by introducing yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Joseph Arday. I am a computer science teacher at Brentwood County High School. I'm also a BET UK Advisory Board member.
Brilliant. So as a computer science teacher, what do you think of the computer science curriculum that we've got at the moment?
I think it's an amazing curriculum, but it's a curriculum that slightly needs updating at the moment. I think with the introduction of artificial intelligence, obviously, and machine learning, I think it's an element that needs to be included in the computer science curriculum going forward. If you think back to the PM's announcement about obviously us, the UK becoming an AI, hub, and also with the investment in obviously Holborn, obviously with the Google campus, I feel that the computer science curriculum needs to reflect the skills that young people need in order to go into that field to basically essentially prepare for the fourth industrial revolution.
Yeah. And have you seen any examples of good practice within that, like schools that are doing things that maybe just bring it a bit more up to date?
Well, funny enough, being at BET today, actually, I had an opportunity to speak to Emma Darcy, who's obviously a massive name in the education, computer science education community.
Oh, yeah,
community.
Earlier,
and we're talking about AI and how she's using it in school. And I think my school, as Brentwood County High School, we are at the beginning of our own AI journey. So something that I'm sort of keen to drive myself will be, I've done some reading. So I've bumped to Matthew Weymouth, who wrote the book on AI, handbook for teachers and for students, to provide my thoughts on that, and then share that knowledge with our young people and our students. I think that's vitally important. So you get on to how AI is going to be used within the computer science curriculum and going forward as well.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
What would you say are some of the challenges for schools then when it comes to delivering those kind of good computing lessons?
I think for me, in terms of talking about using AI within lessons, it's time. I think CPD is a big thing and it's like gold dust at the moment. And having that time to go away and learn those skills, I think, is a big factor. I think also if you go think about it as well, there's a recruitment problem at the moment, retention problem. There's not enough teachers to go around.
Yeah,
so potentially
not enough specialists.
Not enough specialists. So potentially what you could do, Kat, is potentially say embed AI in teacher training.
Yeah.
So the next generation of computer science teachers that come after myself, for example, are equipped in generative AI and how to use it effectively in the classroom, and that essentially will potentially reduce workload, enhance teaching and learning. At the same time, you're creating digital citizens and young people and how to use AI effectively, in terms of an ethic point of view. And then those young people take those skills on and study in higher and further education and do apprenticeships and contribute to our AI ecosystem, which is what the PM has also mentioned, obviously, last week.
One other thing I want to switch about, because I know you're quite passionate about this, is about closing gaps in computer science education and trying to make it a more kind of diverse and representative space. What can we do to really do that in schools, do you think?
Well, I want to say this. If you remember back in the day when you were a young person, I talked about work experience. I think work experience is such a key, a massive key. And that is the way to kind of make, obviously, computer science diverse. So everyone from all walks of life gets an opportunity to experience computer science, to make things, work experience, internships, make them readily available. Because again, depending where you are in the country, if in the south of the country like we are right now, obviously you're going to have greater opportunity compared to people in the north. So I think it's important that bring back work experience in tech organisations. I remember being a 14-year-old, back in 1998, and I did work experience. I did work experience in post-16 as well when I was here in the early 2000s. Nowadays, post-16 students don't really do work experience until they hit year 12, year 13, and it's such a shame, And again, may contribute to young people, especially young women, think about, is a career in tech for me? And there are different avenues that you can go in as well. Yes, I'll study computer science, but I may go into finance. I might become into healthcare. I might go into fashion. I might go into the music industry. But if we don't have those exposed young people to those experiences within the curriculum, then how they're gonna grow, as they say.
And we see that those skills are really important in all kinds of industry as well. So they're kind of missing out if they don't have them.
It's cross-curricular, I'd say. It's not just computer science industry. You can use it. I'd say computer science skills for life, and that include AI as well. Just learning how to use AI in your day-to-day life will make your life better.
Yeah. So do you think maybe that's one more way that the curriculum can be a bit more modernised, is trying to make it more cross-curricular, make it more across different subjects?
I think so, yeah. So, for example, I came across a document talking about degrees you can study at university without maths. You know, I think we need to have if I study computer science, tech is one area, but I can go in this area. And these are qualifications I need. And I think it's important that we make our subject cross-curricular, and that if I had my way, I'd make it a subject that is basically done from year 7 to year 11. So even if, you know, if that's like for A-level, at least we've got young people who are leaving schools with, you know, skills in computer science they can use for life.
Absolutely. All right, well, thank you, Joe. That was brilliant.
No worries.
I really
Very much.
enjoyed it.